All right, so we're sort of the middle point of the afternoon, so hopefully I can energize you guys up a bit. So Uniken's a cybersecurity company that focuses on making connecting safe. What does that mean? I'm sure most of you in Asia have tokens that you use to get into your bank account. Or you have to answer all these stupid questions when you call the call center, like, what's your identity number? What's your favorite stuffed animal? What's your favorite form of ice cream? And it's no different if you're calling a doctor or you're calling somebody else. They're all annoying because security fundamentally today is broken. Uniken fixed that. What we've done is we've created an ability for you to lock down your mobile channel completely to all threat vectors. We've made it possible on your browser to eliminate the most common threat vectors. It doesn't matter if somebody has your username and password. It's irrelevant in our world. And also, when you call this call center, you never have to answer another question again. But more importantly, we've made it invisible for the customer, so they can interact with you easily and seamlessly, just the way they want to work with you. And I'm going to demo this, because Finovate's all about demos. So let's go to the demo screen, shall we? So we're an SDK, or we have a standalone application if you don't want to build one. But let's take the SDK. Robert's going to log in to the CBC app, which is the Chatham Bank of Commerce. When we connect in, we do a couple of things. You see all these things that are going on there. Very simply, it's checking the device for rootkit jailbreak malware. It's checking the device for a unique device identity. It's checking that the application hasn't been tampered with. And it's validating the biometric of choice that you as an institution want to use. And then it's creating a secure channel that's man-in-the-middle proof. And you're in. Notice the user had zero friction in that. That's how easy it is. No tokens, no SMS, no anything. By the way, no third party. All of that happened between the bank and the user. We've essentially created the next generation of technology. Let me take you to the browser. So the browser today, we all worry about credentials that are stolen. There's over 7 billion credentials now that have been stolen, and most people don't change their username and password across sites, so they can use that to get in. In our technology, you just punch in your username, you hit send, and guess what happens? Your phone gets a notification, says, are you trying to log in? You hit accept, and it validates your browser, and you're in. The beauty of that is, again, no third party ever involved, no cutting and pasting, no insecure SMS, and it was that simple. But now let's get to the stuff that really will differentiate us. You're calling the call center. This step is here just as an illustration for you because your IVR would normally pick it up. It would recognize your phone number and IMEI in this case, and it would automatically send a notification to the user that says, are you calling the call center? And if so, Susan is going to be speaking to you. And by the way, we never ask you for any personal information. You click yes, and voila, you're in. Now, if you noticed, Susan in the call center never saw your data, said yes. It's mutual and simultaneous authentication. So if you were to call your customer and say, I'm calling from the bank, I'm calling from the insurer, I'm calling from the doctor, you don't have to have them prove themselves. You're mutually authenticating both sides, and you're going in. So we eliminate account takeover and account trolling in the call center. Now, what about transactions? I'm sure all of you, just like me, are frustrated that with your bank, your wealth manager, your insurer, you can't do certain things by leaving a voicemail, an email, or a chat message for them because they can't do it because it violates compliance and regulatory laws. They can't accept transactions with you because they have to verify it's you. In our case, I can call and say, Robert, I'd like to sell 500 shares of Apple tomorrow morning at market. Can you go ahead and execute the trade? And when you're done, can you take those proceeds and transfer it to my daughter for her tuition for next semester? Robert simply comes in the morning, sends a message, I get it, I can validate the order, click yes. No back and forth, no 15, 20 minutes of playing phone tag, no frustration from the client saying, why do you have to call me when I've left you instructions? Same thing on the fund transfer. In this case, he goes ahead, puts it in, and it validates it. We create a new way for you to interact with your users, and we do it the way that your customer wants to interact with you. It's a mobile world. We make you mobile first. We allow you to interact with your customer across every channel, in a highly consistent way. It's the same interaction every time. No PII, no cutting and pasting, no anything. And again, no third parties. It's simply between you and your customer. The beauty of this is that we've done a ton of technology underneath it that's invisible. We've sequenced together endpoint threat detection, military grade at consumer speed, device identity, application identity, incorporated biometric of choice that you want, and we then use a split symmetric key that gets formed to create a man-in-the-middle proof secure channel, combine it with out-of-band authentication, all seamlessly as one piece. Hackers can't exploit the cracks in between those pieces of technology. If there's a break, the whole thing stops. Today, hackers exploit those cracks. And by the way, everybody tells you they're cheap. We're a penny a user. So we are a game-changing model. So now you must be asking, are you for real? Yes, we are. 30 implementations, 10 million users, about 350 million interactions, and $500 billion secured with zero identity stolen, zero network compromises, zero financial dollar loss, and zero data loss. We also have a Turing Award winner, Dr. Whitfield Diffie, as our Chief Security Officer, because we've improved on the Diffie-Hellman key exchange protocol. Not many companies up here can tell you that they have those kind of credible standards and can offer you truly innovative technology for a penny a user. So we're Uniken. Come see us later. Thank you very much.